Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we got Stacey and Kim. We got me because we shall be discussing P-Valley season 2 predictions, preview. We saw the trailer. What's gonna happen on Friday? What new stories are we gonna get into? What old stories are we going to address? Is what we're gonna probably talk about today. Before we get started, I like to thank Spill the Tea for providing a lot of material for our discussions, both articles and videos. We appreciate your background support off camera. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim, with the phrase. Once we get to the T-shirt level, we're gonna put down a T-shirt, but you know that's effort and money, and I'll have either one of those. So let's get started. All right. So what we got? So P-Valley, we took a year off because COVID. And therefore it's hard to do close contact scenes, as a lot of strip clubs discovered in real life. They are going to discuss COVID, but we saw the trailer. So the major thing with the trailer is that this is 5 months after season 1 finale, and apparently the Pank, because of COVID restrictions, has transformed itself into a strip club dancing car wash. Which is consistent with the show because first season they had their annual stripper car wash, actually, where someone got locked into a car, and that was hilarious. But so it's not new, but anyway, that's what they're doing. And Mercedes is the featured dancer in said situation. That as we see throughout the thing. So let's start with Kim. What do you think of the stripper car wash concept as it's going to be presented?
I thought it was a unique idea. I mean, men want to see scattered ass any kind of way they can. So if it's in wet bikinis, they're loving it. It's like wonderful. And did you notice in that trailer, guess who's in the car? Your boy from The Chi, the daddy.
Shit, that's right. I was like, I knew that. I was like, why do I know that dude?
Yes, that is
Darnell. I feel like he's a Darnell.
Darnell. Darnell.
Something about him. Say his black ass. It says Darnell. I was like, that's him.
That's
he
him.
drove from Chicago to this car wash.
Yes.
I was like, fuck. I was like, who is this motherfucker? I was like,
he's perfect because of
perfect.
He is. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He probably still got the earpiece.
Yes, he probably does. The Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. That would be Emmett. Him and Emmett are driving down, looking at shaking asses. Emmett.
Yes. But I thought it was a good idea. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to make your money. And men don't care whether women are outside, inside, it doesn't matter as long as they can see some women, shaking their behind. So I thought it was a great idea.
All right. Stacey, what do you think about the drive-through stripper car wash?
It sounds interesting. I remember none of this. Maybe I saw a different trailer. But hey, I mean, make your money. How you gonna make it? Bikinis, bubbles? Why not?
See, at first I was like, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, because Haley is at the door. Darnell drives up and she says, make sure your windows are rolled up so you don't want to get wet. And then his car moves through, and then you see girls on the side. I didn't notice the car wash part. I saw the women in the cages, and I just thought it was a drive-through strip club, which a lot of strip clubs did because it was outside. Therefore, it met COVID, restrictions or whatever. It wasn't until I watched the trailer this morning that I saw the car wash part, and I was like, oh. And it wasn't until we started the video that I was like, oh, they did the car wash thing before, in essence. And Mississippi ran it or whatever. Like she was like the lead dancer. This is my problem. It's 2022, right? Let's just say it's 2020. Let's just say that, right? You know what's big in 2020? The internet. Why the fuck are you even, like, if you cannot do in-person dancing, right, because of COVID, right? Take your ass to the internet because that's COVID friendly and you can still make your money.
What type of internet does Chuck and Lisa have? Do they have?
You're about to say that, but remember, it was the internet and social media that got Mississippi a little murder on everybody's mouths in the first place. So they fully do appreciate the internet and social media. So
do they have reliable, like within the Pink, is that internet reliable service? Are we talking about Cox Communications? Or are we talking about Comcast or AT&T?
Like, is it Fiverr or is it
Is it Fiverr? Right.
Is it Frontier or somebody that has the janky internet?
Yes. So I would rather do this with the car wash and men coming, because you got to remember too, men want to escape their houses too, right? So they want to get out of the house and do what they got to do as men. So going to the car wash.
Right. It's a good excuse. Hey, babe, I'm about to go wash your car.
That's it.
One, to wash your car, let's just say once a week, like at night, because this thing is ran at night, as we saw in the trailer, right? Like, also
car wash at night. There's 24-hour car washes.
I'm just like, it's creative, but like it does even Blind Spotting did this better, and it's hard for me to reference that show in any kind of positive light, and I'm sorry I have to do it, but they did do it. Like, it made sense that the old girl was like, let's just move it to the internet. Like, you can still make money also internet is pretty solid at the original Pink, because again, Mississippi had her phone. She was like, her and Murder was like this, and like they were breaking
like
the internet.
A mobile device. That's probably like AT&T versus
right.
I don't know.
Like, if you have Verizon, you may get a signal. If you have T-Mobile, you're not getting a signal. Okay. So if you got AT&T, you're gonna get spotty signals. Sprint, same thing.
When characters dancers like, hey, the Pink is no longer open, I got to make my money, right? I need to hear that some of these dancers were like, that's why I got a phone and a house for, and like they chose other things. Because one of the big things is they have to get new blood. They're going to be hiring new dancers, right? I need to hear that they acknowledge the obvious, that the internet is a thing and you can make money doing that. Like, I just need them to be like, yes. But to your point, they don't have the industrial level business side internet to run the whole thing like inside or something. But anyway, why do they need new dancers? That is because Gidget and Mississippi are gone.
Actually, it's Nina, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle, and Gidget are gone.
Yeah, most of the crew, but of the Trinity, because in the trailer it was when Haley tells Mercedes that she's looking at hiring new girls. Right. And she's like, Beyonce needs, her Michelle and Kelly, right? So she's looking at the Holy Trinity, which was Miss Mississippi, Mercedes, and Gidget. And with those two gone, this is where, casting the casting call comes out.
Right.
So why are they gone? So Miss Mississippi, it makes sense. She is fired because she pulled the gun out on Diamond.
Right.
To save her abusive boyfriend, Derek, as Derek was whooping the shit out of Diamond for quite a while.
He really was.
Remember that? I was like, God damn. I'm like, Diamond, you are really disappointing right now. Like, I didn't think the fight was going to take.
Diamond have like a messed up leg or something? Didn't something happen to Diamond previously?
No.
It's just he got hurt. But okay, all right. Well,
he might be thinking about the have and have-nots when he got hit by a truck. He was going through a whole lot.
And still going.
He still mustered up enough energy to beat up that old man that raped his mom.
Right? But then got shot 15 times by the Italians, and that was the end of his character.
Wow.
Tyler Perry cannot end the show. So he's like, fuck it. Let's just start murdering everybody.
Wait a minute, that show is still on?
Oh no, it's over. It's over. But like everybody died in the last episode. Like it was just weird. Anyway, we getting off track. Point is, Diamond was getting his ass whooped. Then he started getting the upper hand. So then Kayshawn comes out trying to stop the fight in general, seeing her baby daddy getting his ass whooped. She pulls out the gun that she stole from Haley, and she's like, "Get off my man." And Diamond's like, "I just got my ass whooped for you." What?
He better not go back to her.
Huh?
He better not go back to her.
Yeah, I would be highly upset. But where is she? So if she's fired, where is she still on the show though? So did she start her own club? Is she this hip hop trap queen dancer rapper that Rome, aka Andrew from Ruthless?
She's Little Muffin.
That's what I'm thinking. She went the Little Muffin, like Meg Thee Stallion route, or Cardi B, actually. Cardi B was a legit stripper before she became Cardi B. Nah, she's stripper adjacent.
Adjacent? How does that work?
Like you are familiar yourself with the community, but you ain't actually dancing in the community. Just like all those fake ass drug dealer rappers who like I've never sold drug, but I know them in general. But I'm thinking that's because she has like guards with her or something in that very little quick scene we see of her. So I think maybe that's what she did. Because I remember as I rewatched the episode, Rome was like, "Girl, you got bars and you can dance." So maybe she went that route.
Maybe, yeah.
So I'm like, because she look like she's doing all right. She don't look broke, but that she's missing the paint. So it'll be interesting to see.
Her boyfriend have like money or status or something? Like, didn't he come from something or something?
Yeah, I think he's like rich. Like, I think he comes from like a rich family in their town.
But he himself is not rolling. I think his family does have some kind of status, but he himself obviously clearly does not have that because I think she was the breadwinner in this relationship.
Yeah, and they don't accept her or that baby.
So yeah, and her personal life is going to become more prominent in this. And Derek is going to become a recurring character. So what does that mean? Do you think we're going to see a redemption arc for him? Are you open to see him not whooping her ass? Like, I mean, and her staying with him trying to work this thing out?
No.
All right.
If a man can hit you once, he's going to continue to hit you. And if he stops hitting you, he's just going to mentally abuse you. He's an abuser. He's not going to be a good person ever. And
he already did that a few times in season 1.
Right.
I mean, so that wasn't the first time. That was the first time we saw it like on camera. Relatively.
I think that she's going to end up needing Diamond again to maybe get rid of a body.
So that would be interesting. That maybe they promote him, Derek, to a series regular, whatever that means. I mean, how many episodes does it take to be a regular? And then this it'll get murdered. That lake is going to be full.
Little murder might help her.
So I didn't see any scenes of those two together. I see him. It looks like he's progressing in his trap, king career or whatever. But like I don't know how well that's they're still a team. I don't think they're still a team. But it would be interesting to see them coming back. So Haley is trying to recruit, and she recruits 3 dancers. One is named Big Bone, which doesn't make any sense because it sounds like a man's name, like a male stripper named Big Bone. Because that's played by Miracle Watts, who is the pregnant girlfriend of Diamond, actually, in real life. Maybe they met on the set, perhaps. But now she's making her TV debut as a dancer in his club. So maybe do you think their love story? Maybe they have a love story. You think maybe that's how they met? Because the show had them as a season 2 lovers.
They met in the VIP room.
They met in the VIP. He's like, hey, he's like, look, Uncle Clifford, I got a new dancer for you. She's certified. He's like, certified. I was like, oh man, that's rough. So we got that. So we got to see how that develops. The other 2 dancers, we have Whisper and we have Rolette. Rolette is played by Wanda from Snowfall. Is this an upgrade in characters for this actress? She should be a crackhead or a stripper.
I mean, it's an upgrade from a crackhead, but not from I don't know. A janitor / what do you call those people?
Handy people / landlord.
Yeah.
She was coming up, and then now she's like, hey, I got to go be a dancer. So is this it for her? I mean, is this her new job? Is she done with P Valley? I mean, with Snowfall, because technically she and Leon went off into the overseas.
I mean, if they're taped in different times, she's fine. I mean, people have 2 jobs.
Yeah. So, but maybe she's like, hey, I want to. Well, one is ending, so maybe she's like,
she's not on Snowfall that much where she couldn't do another job, right?
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how that works out for her. Lil Murder has a friend getting out of jail. Why not? So
name Tyrone?
Huh?
Is his name Tyrone?
Big Teak.
Yep.
If I read that correctly, Big Teak just got out of jail. Of course. Were they lovers? I have to ask the question. I mean, are we gonna find out that this is where he was getting his stuff?
Possibly. Yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, that would
Where's Maine? Are they bringing Maine back?
I didn't see him on IMDb.
Oh, the mayor?
No, Maine, the
No,
good looking Mercedes' neighbor.
Yeah.
The guy
The one that's on house arrest.
Yes. Actually, remember he got arrested because the person using his babysitting his ankle monitor robbed the store.
Yeah,
so he's like, I didn't rob the store because I wasn't wearing the ankle monitor. Joke on you. I was like, well, dude, I'm going back to jail either way. So that's it. So I don't know. But if I think about Big T, I think about Little Murder. I am thinking that maybe there used to be something. How is Uncle Clifford gonna take that? Because the conversation is Uncle Clifford and Little Murder gonna get back together?
I got a note on that one.
What you got?
Let's see. A note. Oh, well, they were talking to the creator of the show, and she said, how can Little Murder regain Uncle Clifford's trust? And she said nothing. He needs to grow up. He needs to go on with his journey and grow up. He can realize once he grows up, he'll realize how important Clifford really was. So I don't think they're getting back together. That's what the creator said.
And I remember that. So I'm thinking maybe this season he's on his own. Maybe him and Teak, get it in at some point. Somebody's getting in the butt. I mean, that's just happening. It's just matter of fact of who. My bad. There's
a lot of guys who were in jail they come out and they're just undercover, right?
So I'm like, Little Murder's gonna have a love scene. I don't think he won't. I don't know an actor. I don't know if he wants to do it, but I feel like the spit is coming.
He had one. Yeah, remember he had one with Clifford. And
he had a couple of them. Remember the car scene? The car scene fucked me up, man, because I was like, why is he acting like Uncle Clifford has a clitoris? Because it's like he was like,
I swear to you, that's how I took it too. I was like, wait a minute, did he have the surgery and nobody told him?
I'm like, you still have a dick, right? Because like it's like he was.
That's what he was doing.
I felt. I mean, he must have been jacking him off. He was jacking him off.
Yes, that's what.
It just looked the. I'm sorry. It just looked weird to me. I was confused. Like you weren't with us then, Kim, but I was like, there's something weird going on here, and I'm trying to figure it out. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. Love is love. I'm gonna let it go. But it still got me.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So besides the Derek situation, Miss Mississippi is gonna have to work that out. The major event in season 1 that's driving season 2 is the murder of Montavious, Haley's abusive ex-boyfriend from Houston. So it was Mercedes, it was Uncle Clifford, and it was Autumn in the room. We don't know who shot him. I thought it was Mercedes. I clearly felt like that's what they were trying to portray with her guilt and everything in the finale. But I guess technically right now we don't know who actually pulled the trigger 5 times apparently and can't aim because there's a lot of bullet holes going through that door. But anyway, so Stacey, who do you think killed Montavious?
I assume Mercedes, but who knows?
Kim?
I thought it was Mercedes. But she was so upset. Like,
right?
She was devastated. Like, she was very, very upset.
In the trailer, though, it's Uncle Clifford who does the whole finger gun thing
at Haley
and says, you know how you got ownership of this club. And I don't know if that's implying that she's the one that pulled the trigger or that he pulled the trigger because he tried to shoot, but Uncle Clifford came in trying to shoot and did not do a good job. So I'm feeling it was actually probably Haley. And she's calm because this guy's an abusive piece of shit. So she ain't too, worried about it, right?
And she shot him before.
So there you go. Why didn't they just call the cops?
I don't know. I have no idea. Well,
the bigger question is, why was Haley there in the first place? Why did Haley get off the damn bus and walk towards the light? I still need answers.
Yo, first episode, second review we did together, I was like, why the fuck did she get off that bus? Because where was she going? Where was she going that she said, Chuck Lisa's where I need to be? And that haze, that purple haze out there is my future. I'm like, what the fuck? What?
And she's never been a stripper, right? Because she was an accountant.
She had like dancer classes that Montavious referred to. But I mean, I took that as, again, that was like a girlfriend, like a dance troupe or something. This is how I worked my way through financial school or whatever.
But she absolutely can't dance, period, in the story. At all. Not at all. Like she can't dance, period. I was like, what is happening? Stop doing that. She looks like a twig just moving in the wind. Like, stop that.
Yo, hey, wait. When I watched the finale again, it was hilarious to watch Mercedes and Autumn shaking their asses, but trying to figure out they're gonna do next. They're like, hey, girl, what's our next move? I don't know. Keep shaking. We'll figure out something. I was like, that shit was hilarious. So I was like, what?
They were twerking, like looking at each other twerking. Yeah, like, I was like, neither one of them was actually twerking. They're
like, this is bounce, and eventually we'll come up with a plan. I'm like, I never saw that in the Ocean's movie. I never saw. I never saw Matt Damon and fucking Brad Pitt bent over shaking like, what's our next move, bro? I don't know. Let's keep shaking. Maybe they'll get confused. Stacey did. Stacey said she didn't tell y'all she was in P Valley. Broke my heart.
Wow, Stacey, you was in P Valley.
Wow. It's your fan. I don't. Like, which character reminds you of Stacey? I need to know that. Please put that in the chat. Anyway, so they didn't call the cops. They got rid of the body. I'm assuming that's Big L and Diamond, because Diamond was there when the shots were being fired. Mm-hmm. I think they put the body in the lake, and because in the preview, Diamond is like looking in the room, like I'm assuming that particular, and like there's like a water, like a hand's coming out, like he's being like, it's like PTSD is starting to hit him or whatever. I'm assuming that's because he helped get rid of Montavious' body. I'm assuming.
Probably.
So Katori Hall said that all three of them are going to be dealing with it. So Mercedes, Haley, and Uncle Clifford are going to be dealing with, being physically and literally and figuratively haunted by the events of said room. Mm-hmm. I think that means that the Delta Devoted, which is the name of the gang that Montavious was a member of, that they're gonna come looking for Montavious and that fucking money.
Yep.
But the fact that he came by himself, to me, implies he didn't tell them, everything, right? Because he could be like, this is personal. She was my girl. She stole from me and that sort of thing. But somebody has to know where he went. So I think they may be trying to continue that storyline at some point. Stacey, what's up, Stacey?
You know how some of these shows forget story.
I mean, just let the man die and move on.
Yeah, let's have a different villain.
Well, it ain't gonna be the mayor because he's dead as fuck, apparently.
Yeah. Why is it that man can never stay on a show? He always gets fired. He's been fired from movies and TV shows. Like, when is he gonna learn that a workplace is not somewhere you talk about politics? Just shut up, right? Everybody has their point of view, but legally, HR tells you do not discuss religion, politics, like any of that, because you can get fired. He keeps doing it. Like, shut up. So,
that social media message that Stacey sent was hilarious. Like, they're really gonna.
No, the comments were hilarious.
I was like, "Fuck, dude!" They killed me off camera. I was like, "Shit."
Yeah.
I'm hoping COVID got him. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they really try to bring this shit home. He obviously looked like he had multiple pre-existing conditions. So I'm hoping like a lot of black men, but I'm hoping he just gone and just be like, someone else written off screen. Gidget. This is that bullshit. I'm I'm gonna stand for the white woman.
On Gidget, are you not? Like, what is with you and Gidget?
I'm gonna stand for the white woman. Because season 1, I said she's getting the least amount of screen time. And I was like, it's because she's white. Then she even got written off the second season. And it's the way they did it makes no sense.
Because her mother died and she left?
Huh?
Because her mother died and she left?
Makes no sense. Because not once in season 1 did she ever say that her mother was the reason that she was still there. Like, she was a proud second generation stripper, and that's what she loved to do.
But her mother died, so she had to go home to take care of stuff. When your parent dies, don't you go to the house and take care of the funeral and stuff?
That's a day. Like, she lived in Chucalissa with her. Like, it wasn't like she lived in another state. I mean, But why did she say?
But the Hallie said she took a bus as soon as she found out her mama died. She took a bus. She got on a bus. So
to leave Chucalissa, like, in a sense, like, she's leaving the town because, like, she's now free now that she don't have to take care of her mother.
Her mama didn't move out of Chucalissa, and that's why the girl got to take a bus to get to her mama.
No, so
why did they say it? Like,
because they're stupid. Because they're trying to write her off the show. Because like her mom was home ridden. Well, I mean, she couldn't go anywhere. So like she was dealing with that. They were just trying to get rid of her, and they thought that would make her seem sympathetic. I'm thinking, but that's stupid. Like, she should have married a rich sugar daddy and left. That makes sense, right? Like if you're dancing for money and this man's willing to give you, just like Mercedes, right? Like, the coach was like, "Girl, you ain't got to strip in this club no more. You can just fuck me when I feel like it and have a place." And she was like, "Let me get back to you." So let's talk about that.
That didn't work out.
Huh?
Obviously, that didn't work out.
She never actually gave an answer, though.
Well, she's now the coach of the new stripper. So I guess we'll find out if it works out this season, because we didn't see it yet.
Yeah. So, Stacey, what do you think? She should have taken from the pole to the palace, as it was considered.
Mm-hmm.
You still dancing?
What?
What's wrong?
Like, you say she's still a dancer.
Well, I'm saying, like, it's like she's a performer. Like, she can perform for him. I think the thing is,
what happened to her at school?
Huh?
What happened to her at school?
So her mama took the money, and that was why she was talking to the coach in the first place. So so now she's trying to get that back, right? And she's like leading, and so she's like kind of, again, she's shouldering, which I think she hurts her shoulder. Actually, she shows her shoulder during one of the dances because she was talking about she hurt herself on one of those scenes. And she's trying to keep the club going to get some of that money back. So she needed 10 grand from the coach, who said his wife was good with it, and his wife will be in season 2.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see if she's like, "Look here, girl, you can have a nice place just like his last mistress. Anyway, just stay in your lane." Because the last one was talking a lot of mouth. So I'd be interested to see how much.
What happened to the last one? Is she still alive, or what are we doing?
That would be interesting if we find
because
any of
the
that.
Oval, everybody, the president offered old girl stock options, condo, cars, medical insurance, but the last girl didn't survive it. So I don't know.
That's a good question. I'm just assuming Mercedes ain't the first. I can't believe she's the first one. He's been like, "Hey, I put you up in a place." She can't be the first.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we gotta see how that still becomes an option for her. Do you think? Patrice Woodbine is coming back for season 2. She's a great character. Do you think her church is prospering despite the sinful foundation of said ministry?
That's usually how it starts.
What do you think, Kim? You think she's sharing the Lord's word?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, if she is, I hope she's not, because the way she did Mercedes was terrible.
It was.
She broke that woman's. She broke her soul like that. She was. When I didn't even realize until I rewatched it last night how devastated Mercedes was, and she groveled to this horrible, abusive woman, and the mother just was like ignored her. She kicked her like she was a dog, basically. Just get away from me, like you mean nothing to me. I was like devastated, and all that. I mean, the girl worked for that money. She worked hard for that money, and then
you said it, shit. I was like,
Yeah, I walked into that one. Okay.
So,
yeah, but it was a great scene. I thought Mercedes did a good job with that scene. But that is devastating, and now she's got to start all over again. So I kind of don't know if she's gonna. I don't know if she's gonna do anything with the coach, but I think she is gonna become a coach to the girls. So she'll make money that way.
And maybe this is her true calling, right? Like instead of teaching, teenage girls, saying maybe she, do what she can do, what she's more, maybe I would say love to do, but and she could just be like a like say a teacher for the club, right? I mean, she could probably do that. Haley is the Blanca. She's always doing shit and has multiple jobs and no one asks questions. Blanca failed up though. I mean, like Haley, like she kept her shit together. Well, ain't gonna be Kevin Spacey. My bad. I'm interested to see Gail Bean's character. Who is that? Tell me which character that is, and we will look into that too. I noticed that Mercedes' daughter Tararika, or what the fuck ever, like she's not listed as coming back on IMDb.
I was just gonna think about that. What happened with that storyline? Is that just dropped now?
They need to let that shit go.
They really do.
I was mad as fuck. Like if you watched our reviews, man, I was.
Oh, Gail Bean is Wanda.
Oh, my bad. I call her Wanda. But yeah. It'd be interesting to see. She ain't lasting. I mean, I don't see her.
Yeah.
Sorry, my fault. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Wanda does. It's fine. Like Joe Sikora, like he's Tommy. I don't give a damn what he does. I'm gonna be like, there's Tommy. He can pay Abraham Lincoln. I'm gonna be like, why is Tommy wearing a top hat? Like, damn it.
Okay.
I'm getting off track. But Tararika's storyline, Kim, you have no idea how many episodes I went through. I pulled out the calculator. I was like, this doesn't make sense. I was like, and Mercedes is like, she's gonna be 30, right? I was like, this girl is 13. I was like, did she have this girl like at 12 or some shit? And then I'm like, the grown ass man who she fucked to make said kid, he was grown as fuck because that wife that was taking care of Tararika was old as fuck.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm like, this is not okay. Like I was mad. And Chris was like, let it go, David. I don't know why y'all being like this. I was like, this is upsetting me. And I was like, anyway, let it go. You know what? Off camera.
Yeah.
Stepmom and wannabe baby leave because she's like, I can't deal with y'all shit. You got shot at and whatever. And she's like, we're leaving Chuckalisa. I'm gonna be like, they need to address it. But I don't want to get more into it. But they need to say where she went.
Maybe her daughter, since didn't they move like the timeline has changed, so maybe the daughter's older now.
No, it's only been 5 months. Yeah, it's only been 5 months.
Well,
but I mean, she they left because I would have left too. I'm like, if your mom was wrapped up in murders, well, no, they don't know about the murder, but shooting and fighting and that kind of shit. I'm like, we are out, and you are banned from seeing your daughter and talking to her ever again. I'm like, that makes sense.
So they get a season 5. I guess maybe they'll bring her back at the end, and she'll be the head stripper.
Oh man, Mercedes would kill her damn self. She was like, what happened? Who's the new girl coming up? She's called Sweet Cheeks. I was like, oh, she looks familiar. I was like, oh, damn it. No, not Tararika. No. Wow. I learned it from watching you, Mom. Yeah.
That's terrible. Oh, but what about Loretta Devine? Did Clifford's grandmother pass during the shooting, right? Remember they were shooting and grandma was in there.
Yes.
So that's another question. We don't know whether she's living or dead, right?
All right. Because she made a drink for Haley after the thing. So she's like, it's your character coming back in general.
Yeah.
What's up with the casino? Is the casino just gone?
Oh wait, there was an update on it. Hold on. Is it? I gotta find it.
All right. So we got the casino is still in play. Haley's boyfriend / married man are watching the what's that fucker's name? Hold on. Uncle Clifford. Andrew. Everybody's name is always a black man named Andrew. So Andrew is the realtor representative who fell in love with Haley, even though he's married. Wife clearly saw that said husband and said woman had something going on. We kept on trying to eye fuck her at the as they say at the auction. So he's back.
Yep.
He's back. So he is the godson to the late mayor. Maybe he comes back for the funeral. Like maybe he comes back for and so therefore he's staying. He got a divorce. Because if I was the wife,
and they're definitely gonna get back together.
Yeah.
On what the interview said, that's what they.
So we got
characters, yeah.
So we got that love story. We still got a lot of that story. Did they mention the wife?
No, they just talked about their characters. They didn't talk about the wife.
So Big L has been upgraded to a season regular. The other one of the only two security people at the Pank, which don't make any kind of damn sense. I think after said shooting, we've established we need a security crew.
Yes.
At least 5 people. One for the door, 1 for the private section, 2 for the floor, I would say. And then like, at least 1 maybe just for the general backstage areas of the ladies, because you can't have Diamond running across the whole damn place going, do the door. Go check out what's going on with with Haley. Get back and find Big L. Why is this club broke? Big L is moving Oxy by the truckload.
Yeah, but Clifford doesn't know about that yet, right?
But it's it doesn't matter. That's still income through the club.
Yeah, but it's Big L's income. It is not Clifford's income. Clifford doesn't know anything about it.
Big L is you would think Big L would be like, hey, we're about to get foreclosed on. Here's a couple of 10 grand. Like, if you need, like, it just makes no sense that they're both sitting up there, hey, bro, we can make some more meals and sell them out the back. We can do these Latino people's taxes. I think somebody's doing taxes at some point. Check cashing. That was that bullshit. I was like, what? You're selling Oxy. Like, you should have money. Like, he should have money.
But if Clifford doesn't know about it and Big L's not saying anything, how's he know? Like, but Big L should say something, but it doesn't. Uncle Clifford, I don't think he wants to deal. I mean, even though they do a lot of illegal shit, but I don't know if he wants to be selling pills.
No, but I'm saying Big L has to clean the money at some point, right? I mean, so I'm sure he's using the club as his legitimate business to justify like his money, right? And again, if your club is about to go under, I just thought, like, instead of Haley walking in with $250K, which is stolen money, and somehow the mayor never asked, how did a stripper get $250K? Like, in this neighborhood? Like, I'm like, you need to say, like, that could have been an easy investigation, right? Hey, cops, look into this money, because I'm trying to buy this club as it is. I'm like, this is something. But apparently he was like, you know what? Something about you, maybe because you light skin. I don't know. Somebody believes like you got good credit. I don't know. Anyway.
He was actually pissed. Remember?
That's why I was even more. He was mad as fuck. Even more reason he should have been like, how did this bitch get this money? I thought that was gonna be a whole storyline.
Well, I think it would have been a storyline had the idiot not gotten fired.
Open his mouth.
Oh, there is no storyline if you got fired.
If you get fired, I got
something else out.
What unstable, crazier than a fish with titties, manipulating in ghost level? Patrice is the ultimate villain.
Titties. Okay.
I was like, that is crazy. I mean, I would imagine they nurse their kids. I don't know. I gotta look it up. Now you got me thinking about this fish have breasts. Well, it depends what kind of fish.
I don't think they do.
Whales are mammals. I bet you they have breasts.
Yeah, mammals have memories, so yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's a fish that qualifies.
Dolphins are fish.
They're in the water.
There's a lot of stuff there in the water that are fish.
They got fences. I just feel like. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Point is, Patrice is a terrible villain. She's a great villain. She's actually a great villain. Very entertaining. Not sympathetic in no way, shape, or form. But she is entertaining, engaging. Like, you want to see what's going to happen next. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is she going to come to her daughter's aid? You think she would be like take an offering up for her so she can stop dancing or whatever?
No. That bitch is no, absolutely evil. Not. She's an evil woman. She is. She's evil. No.
All right. So we got evil mama. We all got mama issues. Let's see what's gonna.
Okay, so I found the casino part. The creator said the pandemic has turned things upside down. Between the casino and COVID, they have a lot to deal with. So the casino is still around. All right.
And this Vegas has strip clubs and casinos, so I'm not even sure why this is a competition thing. Like a casino makes more customers for the strip club. Like it's so they should be seeing this as a positive. Without them trying to take the whole land. I mean, obviously. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, who do you think is anyone you think is going to die this season and why?
Die. I wish it was Patrice.
Yes, but she's too important as a villain. But I do see that. I that would be nice. Stacey likes to kill off people. Wait there.
I don't know. I kind of want Haley to die.
Damn. Why?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Because I don't know why she's there in the first place.
And she's the star next to Clifford. Like they're the two top people.
But why did she get cut to Chuckalisa? Like
I don't know. Nobody knows why this bitch got off the bus.
Damn it!
Ask her, why'd you get off the bus?
That fucking bus. Mercedes should have asked her, how the fuck did you come to my town? Why'd you get off that bus? Tell it to me. We actually thought she buried money in the club. Like we had this whole thing worked that it had to be.
Listen, she had money in the wall at the club. And she went back to get it.
We thought, but no.
And she had to shake her ass to get in there because she had the money to pay her way in there.
And it was all a plan because somehow, like years ago, her mom buried the money in that area, and then she found a strip club was built on it, and she was like treasure, and she had to bust through the floor to get to the treasure. I was like, it has to be something. Instead of she said, I'm gonna shake my ass tonight. That's what I'm gonna do because I got 250 grand in accounts.
Wiggle her ass because she can't shake shit.
Actually, get him back.
They gave her some lessons during COVID.
Well, she's management now, so
it doesn't matter. She can still shake her behind if she needs to. Maybe somebody's out sick and they need her to go ahead and get up there and replace her.
I like that. Black Diamond and Dallas will escape from California and start new jobs. But that was like the 1985.
It takes them 30 years to cross from California to Mississippi.
They're the ones that started the pank. maybe they settled in Chuckalisa and they started the pank, and then it was passed down from generation to generation. Maybe we're gonna find out there's somehow cousins to Uncle Clifford. I don't know. That would be good. I like that. We just wanted the reason because it didn't make any damn sense. Also, honestly, Mississippi's not the one dancing on that pole because like when they show her last dance, like I watched, like as soon as she got on the pole, you never saw her face anymore. Like there's a stunt dancer, and then like she does the floor work, but she's like, I'm not jumping on the pole and falling down and catching myself with my thighs. That's not what I do. But I think Brandy Evans. I think she does most of her own stuff. It looks like she's like legit, like she at some level, kind of like the Tom Cruise of pole dancing. Like she's like hey, like I put forth the effort, and Tom Cruise is a good dancer too. I mean, if you paid the male stripper, that would be hilarious. Not at this age, but that would be hilarious.
No, thank you. No.
My bad.
I'd rather see oh gosh. I just lost my thought. I'd rather see what's the other guy that's good looking? The one with the blonde hair. Oh my God, Brad Pitt.
Oh, I was like, none of this is helping.
Now?
I was like Brad. Brad Pitt.
I'd rather see Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. He was in this.
Brad Pitt now or Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt. Anytime.
Really?
The beginning to right now. He was in this movie just recently with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
He looked fantastic. This man is like 50-something years old. He looked fantastic. And they had like put the fake long hair in his head and whatever. I was like, this man does not age. Like, what is happening? He looked fantastic. Yeah.
You trying to figure out what movie she's talking about? I see that face.
Oh, it was something City. I can look it up. It was
yeah,
it's
it
was on HBO Max, I think.
Sandra Bullock plays a book writer, a romantic book writer. She gets kidnapped by some shit, and then like Shannon Tatum has to go save her.
Lost City.
Lost City.
It's actually it's you know, like lighthearted, funny kind of, you know, Sandra Bullock. You know her movies, right?
I didn't even know Brad Pitt was in it. I remember
he's
Shannon Tatum
for 10 seconds, but he's in it.
Yeah,
he's in it.
Paramount Plus.
The Lost City.
It's on Paramount Plus.
No, she said HBO Max. I thought she said.
I thought it. Hold on. Let's see what it's on. It's on Paramount. She's right. It's Paramount.
We are getting off track. Speaking of celebrities that could be in this show, so Katori Hall suggested that a well-known rapper of some sort could be in season 2 or will be in season 2. I feel like it's Cardi B. It won't be long. I mean, she won't be there for long, but I feel like
I was trying to say it was Meg Thee Stallion.
She's stripper adjacent, but I don't see her showing up.
Did you think Cardi B would show up?
I think Cardi B would show up. I mean, between her kids and stuff. Like she, I mean, she don't have like she was barely in Hustlers, but she was there. So I mean, I could see her.
She was kind of
Hustlers.
Yeah, she was in that bullshit movie, and
which is weird because that's what she did. Like,
you know how mad I think because she just had the baby.
She didn't strip at all because she was recovering from mommy surgery.
Yeah.
That had her, you know, that tummy thing they do.
Yeah. It had to be because I'm like, this is your movie.
She said that's what it was.
Oh.
She was late a lot of the times because she was in pain.
Oh. And Lizzo was also in it for like a hot second.
For a second.
Which is the only reason I went to go. I didn't know who the fuck Lizzo was, but I mean, I knew at the time. I knew who Cardi B was in general, but I was like, Jennifer Lopez, Cardi B. I was like, oh, this may be something. And then I was like, during like 10 seconds, and the rest of that movie was just boring as fuck. Like I'm like this, and I
didn't go pay for it. I was like, I'm not paying for this.
I could not believe that Jennifer Lopez is mad that that's the movie she didn't get an Oscar for. I'm like, one, you shouldn't want an Oscar for that movie, and number two, that movie was shit. Like I'm like you've done better, Selena. You should have got an Oscar for that. Like that was a good role.
Yes, that was a really good movie. That's what I'm saying. Not that one. No,
not this bullshit. I was like, no.
And then the girl throwing up really, really got me. I was like, if that bitch throws up one more time, I can't take it. It was disgusting. That girl threw up like every 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yes, we get the point. She can't hold water. Like, stop. Like, damn.
And in context, the reason why this is a point for this discussion is that P-Valley is the only successful woman stripper anything that's like actually did something. Every movie that I can recently remember about strippers did horribly. Like if they do not do well. Striptease with
the dancing in the Hustle was actually good. Like all the dancing was good.
Jennifer Lopez can dance. I mean, she can always dance. But the movie itself, I was like, nah. It was more like it was like an Oceans. It was more of a con movie that has
it was like Ocean. Absolutely, it was Ocean's 13.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but right or well, with women it would be Ocean's 9. I mean, so I'm like, but I was like, this ain't it. My point, like this was like that stripper movie with old girl from Saved by the Bell. That movie
was a horrible movie.
Demi Moore stripper
did well.
Huh?
The Players Club.
That did hood.
You know what, Stacey? That time, that was the movie. That was the movie.
That was our movie.
Diamond did her thing. Okay,
and she's still Diamond.
Diamond. Yes.
I'm telling you,
she still looks good.
She still does. I mean,
she looks fantastic.
Brandy Evans.
She got a little.
She always had that chin thing.
Yeah.
Like, get it.
Still looks good. If Lisa Ray gets plastic surgery, I'm done.
Don't this part. She don't need to do nothing to her face. Her body still looks good. Just staple this part up.
That
tape stuff. You know the stuff they use the tape to pull that back. They got that real strong tape. She could use that. Hopefully it doesn't pop out during the scene, but
she hasn't got on the pole yet, so I appreciate that. to see her like in a House Divided, I'm like she's done well. I mean, after that, I did like Brandy. Haley got light skin privilege, but she's using her white side.
Haley is British, which I didn't realize she was British.
Oh, really?
Did you watch the interview that spilled?
Well, no, I knew she. I'm saying, when did you figure out she was British? Like, I mean, like, we knew she was British. Like, yeah.
I didn't realize. Until Spill the Tea, I watched her in the interview. I didn't realize she was British.
Oh, yeah. Well, Chris is real big on that shit also. So Chris was like, damn it, she's British. I was like, she's a stripper, bro. Like, I'm sure they can find one in America. I'm not sure why they would have to go to it. I think they're just cheaper. Like, overall, they have to be cheaper.
That's what Samuel L. Jackson said. Samuel L. Jackson said he doesn't like that they get British people to play Americans, right? And he said the reason they do that is because they're cheaper. They'll do a movie.
They don't get paid in pounds.
The euro should be more. I mean, the pound should be more expensive than the dollar.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying what he said. He said,
don't listen to Samuel Jackson.
He said the same stuff about rappers when rappers were acting all the time. He was like, "Oh, rappers are taking our jobs."
Like rappers doing it either. Yeah,
he bitter. He's just bitter. I'm like,
he's old. Like, he's 70 some years old. Like, who cares?
He's like,
you're like at the end of your career. Relax.
He's like, I haven't got Oscars. Racism. No, bro, you haven't done a good role. Like, not Oscar level. Just it happens.
Fuck it, damn it, bullshit. All those cuss words does not earn you an Oscar, sir. Unless you're Denzel Washington.
I submit in his defense, I'm like, Leonardo DiCaprio. I said quite a few fucks and got quite a few Oscars. But I'm just saying, but he makes Oscars don't pay bills.
No.
So I'm like Samuel Jackson has had a career. Like he's never missed a year that he wasn't making at least 2 movies. So like not every Oscar.
Oh, he's made over $1 billion in movies. Like all of his movies revenue. He's made a lot of money. Yeah,
you don't get a cut of. You don't get a cut of that. I'm just saying, he's just been part of great movies.
But still, like he's one of those actors who's like that his movies
that level,
that much revenue because it's Samuel L. Jackson in the movie. Yeah.
All right, let me wrap this up. Kim, what do you want to see happen in season 2?
Let's see. I want to see what happened with Hallie's ex-boyfriend.
Montavious?
Yes, Montavious. Yeah. I hate that name, so I'm not even gonna say it. Anywho, because it's ridiculous. Just have a regular goddamn name. Like, stop naming children these stupid names. Anywho, all right, tangent done.
All
okay.
right.
So, anywho, I want to see what happens with Uncle Clifford. I want to see what happened with Grandma because I love Loretta Devine in anything. Anything. I also want to see what happens with.
You like Spell?
Huh?
You like Spell?
Oh, that was weird, but. I did like her because she was a character, right? She did her job.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And so when she does her job, I'm happy about it, right? So, but that was a horrible movie. So, but that's not her fault.
There you go.
Right. So anyhow, I want to see that. And then I want to see what goes on with this Mississippi thing with Derek and stuff. Because I need him to get a bullet in the face and the ass somewhere. Little Murda definitely is going to be sleeping with Big Teak. Now there is a gang like Little Murda is in like an organized gang. So I'm thinking maybe that organized gang may become the security for the Pink. Like Haley may say, can we use your guys to become, and that's why Big Tink is going to be around more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's freshly out of jail. And he could do stuff like that, and he could get the guys together, right? Okay.
All right.
So I think that's gonna happen. And then I want to see what happens with Mercedes and her mom. I want to see whether Mercedes, it has some type of loophole. Something happens where Mercedes able to get back some of her money, or at least her business, right? I want to see that. Other than that, I'm excited about it. I want to see it. I think the ladies and gentlemen do a pretty good job. And this is like the first show, like you said, about strippers, where it's done correctly and it's done tastefully, and you're not like ill or grossed out or feeling like these women are looked at as whores rather than this being a job. And because a lot of people look at strippers as whores, but we don't know who's sleeping with who and who's not. It's a job, like any other job.
Yeah.
And then also people forget that stripping is now like an athletic thing. Like people have competitions. Yeah. They have competitions. Huh. I could never lift my entire body, my body weight up a goddamn pole. I couldn't even imagine. That is work. Your stomach muscles have to be ridiculous. So I take it off to the ladies that can do it. So that's it.
Thank you. And we take it off to the ladies that take it off. Hats
Absolutely.
Stacey, what you got?
I want to see Haley get on a trip to the UK and stay there. What do I want to see? I don't want to see Haley and the boyfriend get together. I don't care about the relationship. Diamond, I don't know. Uncle Murder or Uncle Clifford and Little Murder will rekindle their love some kind of way. Maybe they have a threesome. Maybe it'll be a throuple. Throuple, yes. Uncle Murder or Little Murder.
Yes.
Uncle Clifford and Big T. There you go. Throuple.
I don't know if Uncle Clifford is ready for that because he's a little jealous. He's a little jealous.
Yeah.
They'll work it out. Mercedes and her mom, I want to see them kind of go head to head. Who else?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it then. That's what you got. All right. I agree with both of you. Yo, David, man, you hurt my feelings. I'm not just a fan of Stacey. I'm a fan of the channel. Excuse me.
Thank you for that.
You're a fan of the channel. I was like, Stacey has a lot of fans though. People offering, rings and other random stuff. So I just acknowledge, huh?
EBT cards.
EBT card. I couldn't think of it. Like someone offered you EBT card.
I need an EBT card too. Somebody like me.
We all need groceries.
This inflation is killing me.
Seriously, this gas, no joke. Terry was like, I'm gonna ride with you, David, because I ain't trying to waste my gas. I got a premium. I was like, oh, that's how she do me.
Get a hubby.
I was like, oh, sex for gas.
What?
That's what I want to see.
No.
I want to see one of these dancers to be like gas prices. They want to be really real current. I want them to be like gas prices are so high. We're like doing lap dances for gas. Like, don't pay me in money. Just fill up my gas tank. No. They got a car wash. If you got a car wash, it can be next to the gas station. I'm like just anyway. I don't know. That's an idea. All right. Anyway, next Saturday, please join us.
What do you want to see?
Oh no, y'all said it's fine. I can't think of anything unique. Like I said, like what happened to Montavious? That's my thing. What happened to Montavious? What's the aftermath? I want to see Delta. I want to see the Delta devoted come back. Like I want to see like that kind of shit. Like that would be my main thing.
We're trying to buy up everything.
No, fuck. That was a different show we were watching. That's a different show we were watching. Wasn't it? Or was it this one?
Trying to buy up everything. The one that they lost the bid for the pink.
No, you know what? I'm thinking about the Shy. Remember when when the 63rd Street mob was trying to buy like season 1, season 2, and that was like a whole like big conspiracy, that kind of shit, and it just went nowhere. No, like Montavious' game, like it's their money, right? So like the fact that the money's gone, Montavious is gone. I would like to see more members come into police. That's what I'm saying.
Start something up.
Yeah, to be like, where's my fucking shit? Like it ain't over. Like it ain't like until that's what, something like that. To make the death worth it. They find the body. It turns into a whodunit. The cops actually do some actual cop work. Maybe there's a flood in Louisiana or whatever, like in a local area. The body comes up. Oh shit! And then it's like, where did the body come from? Who did it? Didn't he try? Something like that. Like a murder mystery thing going on.
Well, like that sheriff kind of disappeared for a couple of episodes. So is he still going to be around in season 2?
We gotta. I mean, he didn't die. I mean, he ain't talking shit.
He didn't die, but he didn't come back either. He just kind of let everything go, right?
Well, we got to see the aftermath. We really need to see the aftermath of the shooting and that sort of thing. Like, where's the club at, right? Especially 5 months after COVID. Like, it just anyway, this be interesting. It just be interesting. So that's my main thing. To make the body worth it.
He wants a procedural, Stacey.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. This can't have this clear heels and good times. Like I need something else. But anyway,
my ankles were hurting with them shoes though. I felt like, man, when you have knee surgery and you look at them women in them heels, oh my Lord. I was like,
how do you do it?
Yes, I was getting anxiety. I was like, oh my God.
I was like, damn.
But woo,
that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Yes.
Like I said, it's very athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy, right? It's not like I can't even do a pull up anymore. So I'm like, I ain't gonna be swinging around the poles like that. So like, it's extremely impressive. And we just gotta see where it goes. It's a great journey. It's a great ride. So we just gotta see where this goes with these ladies and what new characters to introduce, and hopefully they stick around. Like, or are we gonna start seeing the formula? Like every season, they conveniently lose girls so they can get new girls and that sort of thing. So I think you mentioned it. The one from the Have and Have Nots is gone. Like her and her girlfriend are gone. And I think because I didn't see her listed, and then like because one of them was pregnant, I do believe, if I remember correctly, because she was the bartender. The woman from the Have and Have Nots was the bartender, and she was dating one of the dancers, and I think one of them were pregnant. But again, they're gonna say COVID is the reason why all these women are gone. Just have to redo it anyway. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you very much for commenting. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You can like, you can share, you can comment. Check out the community section. We got a lot of stuff going on in the community section. Stick with us. We're gonna do book 3 for Power, Raising Kanan trailer review. Talk about some of the new characters, what we want to see, what we don't want to see. Crown Camacho, for example. We're talking about that.
Quincy.
Fuck Quincy. Fuck all that. I mean, oh man, I'm not trying to watch Empire. That's what